Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever y'all may be watching this PowerPoint video. My name is Tiara Heslip. I have chosen to do the book called One Child. It was a lot of different books to choose from, but I settled on this one. It is a amazing. When I first read this book, I felt so many different emotions, and reading this book, like, I couldn't believe some of the stuff that actually happened and went on, and I'm still trying to figure out, it is based on a true story. So the teacher, Miss Tori, she has a classroom, well, pretty much. Tori classroom is a self-controlled environment for behavior management, pretty much. Sorry for my pause, y'all. And there is she has 8 kids in that classroom, 2 aides or assistants, whatever you want to call them, assistants, aides. And there are 8 kids. Each kid has their own, diagnosis, disability. So the main one we're gonna get started is Sheila. Sheila is a 6-year-old little girl. She's nonverbal, has anger issues, and depression. There are 8 kids in this class. Each one of these kids have different disabilities, like anger issues, depression, autism, OCD, it's just a lot for little kids, but it is actually something that is real and is out there and that exists. So reading this book, I have found a lot of things that was very the same for in class as well as through the book that I knew and did not know. So, yeah. Like I said, Sheila is like the main character in the book. She is very smart and intelligent, but she's closed off and really don't trust anyone, because her father was he was abusive, and she pretty much shut herself off to anything or anyone. Miss Tori's classroom is very, I would say, she doesn't have a lot of support or help from the school. They're really just like, that's just like the trash class, I guess you can say. I think that's what they call it, the trash class or something like that. I think it was trash class. Anyways, so, and they really don't go with the other students. They don't go eat with other kids or nothing like that. They're in their own little classroom with their Miss Tori and the aides. So let's get back to it. I found that, like, this is something that you have to have patience, consideration, kindness, love. You have to be willing to actually put in the time and effort into helping students, as well as, and just not pass them along or just like get frustrated with them when they don't understand what type of language are you talking, or how to do a coloring book, or how to count the ABCs or their numbers, and just trying to take their time and to show them, which they have to do. Miss Tori definitely, she was never rough or violent or yelling or just gave up on them, even though Sheila didn't want to talk to them, didn't want to do no work, anything of that nature, nothing. And Miss Tori would just be like, okay, well, it's okay, I'm here to help you, and we're going to get through it. She was a very positive woman, to say the least. She was very helpful and loving and caring, especially to Sheila, because she kind of took Sheila in under her wing and kind of just like, and just wanted to be there for her and help her out. I mean, that's right there, to me, we can do that, but we have to know when to draw the line. Like we can't get involved in our client's life, like not so deeply. We're here to help them, show them the way, and guide them, not get deeply involved. And that was very a way kind of Miss Tori kind of did that in a way. She kind of got more involved in Sheila's life. Okay, so let me just get back on topic. Sorry, I kind of jumped off. And so it was like, I guess you can say it was a time where she had to, like, and also these kids got evaluated and everything. Like, to get sent to that class, they had evaluations. Like Sheila was even got arrested. They didn't even know like where to place her, so that's how she ended up in Miss Tori's class. Like, that is crazy to think that way, like that can actually happen, but it is so true. So, like they even had like a token economy, like a token system, where they get like you do something good and you get a token, and that was like very much like motivation, cause like even with like, okay, so I work with kids who have different type of disabilities. I go to the college with them. I work with them in middle school. I am a bus aide and I ride the bus with kids who have different type of disabilities as well. And one of my kids I babysit for, we kind of have a token system. So it's like, okay, if you write your name one time as well as, then you'll get a Cheeto. Like, he loves Cheetos or any kind of chips. Or he loves to get on his tablet. Like, it's different things that I use to get him to, like, motivate him to want to work or do something that I'm asking him to do. As well as, like, he loves fidgets. He loves all that. So I use those things that he likes so much as our token system, our award system. So to get him to work or do something that I want him to do, we have a award system. Either he can get on his tablet or like have his fidget string or play with the keyboard or go outside, bash the basketball, jump on the trampoline. Like, I use different stuff that I know he loves, but food and his fidgets are his main token system in his tablet. So I use those to help me motivate him to want to work or do something that I'm asking him to do. Or like, go put your shoes up in your room. Like, I give him them clear, simple instructions. And like, that's pretty much what Miss Tori would do. She'd give them a clear instruction what she wants them to do, and they will have a token system, which I think is amazing to do, especially with kids who are, with actually any kids, anyone. A token system is an amazing thing to use and have. As well as like body language. Whoa. Body language can tell you so much. You just have to be aware and listen and understand what they are saying. Is to pick up on those cues. Some people are oblivious to it. Some people can understand it right away. So like, say if you have your arms crossed or you're staring off or looking around and someone's talking to you, that right there would tell me that either you don't care what's going on or you don't want to be there, or something else has your attention. And I need to try to figure out what that might be. And Miss Tori definitely did that in her class with her students. Body language, as well as just like reading their expressions or looking at their drawings or how they might come into class. Because like, some of the kids will come into class, their hair will be all over their face, they'll be messy, dirty, and they will have to change them, like clean them up, comb their hair, and make them look more presentable. They did that. They showed them that love and care and consideration that they needed and wanted. And definitely, like, when you talk to someone, it's like always amazing to have eye contact. But I mean, in some cultures, it's not great to have eye contact. So it's good to know your students, I guess, background, I guess. They're seeing if you do have eye contact. And in some cultures, like I said, you don't have eye contact. Some, you look them in the eye and you talk to them, not away from them. That way they can look at you. Because some people read lips. Some people need to hear you speak up louder. And so, I mean, that is like an important thing, just to know your client or the student that you're working with, or whatever the case may be. So that is amazing. And so, like, she had like a quiet spot for the kids to go to. I think that is wonderful, because you never know what might be going on with that person or child, and just for them to have their thoughts and collect them in a quiet spot is amazing. Like, you can get overwhelmed. Excuse me, y'all. I will give a scenario. So, like, when the kids I work with, we had like a little quiet spot. It had a beanbag in there, and like little lights, and it had like little papers and stuff around it. And it had like relaxing music playing. They'll go in there and sit down, close the door if they want to, and then have like little fidget things, or little, I guess it was like a lava lamp, and it was also one that they can swoop up and down and play with. Just for them to like calm down if they feel themselves getting angry or overwhelmed. They can go in that place and just find themselves and calm down and relax. And if they wanted to talk, hey, they can call one of us in there to talk. Or if they just want to be in there by themselves alone in the dark, or turn the lights on, they could do that. We had that place for them. And that is something that everyone needs to have, or even adults, you need to have that, just to calm yourself down, get your thoughts together, and just relax your mind from a stressful day, or just to have it. So, and that was just very wonderful that I thought she had. And so, and just to, again, just touch on that, just being able to trust somebody is a hard thing to earn. Especially if you lose it the first time. But if you never had it, that person has to learn how to gain that trust, as well as be willing to. Oh, excuse me, I do apologize. Be willing to want it, as well as receive and give it back. Trust is hard to gain, but it's so easy to lose it. But Miss Tori, always, she was very kind and trustworthy and loving, and took her time. That is like the most important thing, was taking her time. Sheila had definitely started to open up to Miss Tori, because she was taking her time and showing her that, hey, I'm here for you no matter what, and I just want you to know that. And you're in a safe place, a safe environment. This is your home away from home, in a way of speaking. And I found that to be very caring and loving, and a wonderful thing to have, because kids need that, especially at a young age. If you start out trying to wonder what's going on and don't know anyone or who to trust, like some people you can't trust to tell them everything. And that is like the most important thing to have, I think. Trust, caring, love, and honesty. Definitely. So, and so, yeah, definitely, just like I said, reinstating the quiet place and just finding themselves. And like, sometimes, yeah, it's going to be where they're going to, I guess you can say, relapse, or have it's not going to be like night and day. One day you wake up, everything's going fine, but the next 5 minutes, they can change just like that. Something can set them off, or they can just have a moment. Like, I deal with that all the time on dealing with the kids I work with. One moment they're calm and happy. The next minute they're screaming and want to pull your hair out, or bite you, or scratch you. Like, I deal with that on a daily basis. But it's always, like I said before, having that patience and that understanding and just knowing the body language, as well as the understanding them and just trying to, I guess, just understand them. I would like be their friend, understand them, try to get them to open up and tell you what's going on or how they're feeling. And going back to like I said, these kids who have different type of disabilities are so stinking smart. Like, you would not even imagine how smart they are. Like, the different things they know and go through. Like, I have kids I work with who are doing calculus classes, or they know things about the computer I would never thought I knew, or even like different languages, or even how to like. It's crazy on working with kids who have different type of disabilities, and like their thought process is amazing. But the way they do it is so different. You just have to understand it, and understand them. It's not an easy process. It takes time, and it takes consideration, motivation. You have to care and be open to listening to them. Because in the long run, it'll help you out so very much. And just to work with those clients and be able to understand, like Miss Tori did, and this book is so amazing. Like, I was blown away by it. But like I said, I had a lot of different emotions. I felt helpless, love, anger, sadness. It was heartbreaking at times to read some of the stuff that actually happened in this book, or that they can even do. Like, I was just mind blown. But Miss Tori was a wonderful, amazing woman. We need more people like this to work with kids, adults, anyone. They don't have to have a disability. Just have that open mind and that consideration and that love and caring to want to work with students, people. That's amazing. And like some of the things like they were used, definitely having I statements. I feel when you yell at me, I feel very angry, sad, and afraid. And like that is amazing, just to use your I statements. Like, I statements have really helped me out a lot. I have definitely started using them more often working with my different clients as well as my family members. That has definitely opened up a lot of scenarios. And just like having time to, I guess, sit down in a group and just talk, and just not having judgment passed upon you. Like Miss Tori did that. Like, she had like little groups where they would sit down and just talk, and just it was just amazing. And she just, I guess, understand them or find different ways to not like have play therapy with them, but yeah, just to get them to open up, or just want to tell them how they're feeling or what they're thinking about. And she definitely has done that. This lady is amazing. And the school that she was in they wasn't really helpful to her in the classroom. Like, they really didn't give her a lot of resources, should I say. But she did, like I said, she did amazingly. And I found this book to be very helpful to me, to help me understand a lot of different things of like the different clients that I work with as well. And just having that understanding to have patience and time and consideration. And definitely working with the parents of those kids, or however the case may be, letting everybody feel like they're involved, and this is a team thing, and that no one needs to do it by themselves, but it is a team experience. And to make that person, whoever they're working with, be successful in life, they all have to work together and everybody has to be on the same page. And that's what Miss Tori was. She was always there, had successful, working with everybody, trying to make sure that her students were successful. And when she did have to leave, making sure Sheila did have someone that she can trust. Because having trust was so hard to gain and keep and get, as well as just trying to let someone else in is very difficult. But she did let the other teacher who Miss Tori had suggested she go with in class was very helpful to her. And she was very open and willing to help her and understand. But again, it just takes time to get that love and understanding. And me, I give this book 100%. Like, it was so interesting and wonderful to read. I definitely enjoyed it. And just like finding like the different, like some of the same triggers that we talked about in class, like our I statements, as well as just like body language, tone of voice, eye contact, hand gestures. It is just amazing how it can play a big role in working with our clients or whatever the case may be. But again, I enjoy reading this book. It has helped open my mind up to so many more different possibilities in life. I hope y'all enjoy listening to this PowerPoint. And I do apologize again for my different tangents off. I do apologize for that. But thank y'all so much. And I enjoyed this. And hope y'all get a chance to read this book. It's very interesting. And y'all have a wonderful night, morning. Thank y'all so much. Bye-bye.